Who will truly stand by your side after 60? In the earlier stages of life, the answer to this question feels pretty clear. Our family, close friends, the people we've known for years. But once you reach your 60s, things slowly begin to change. Time passes, people get busy, priorities shift, and suddenly the support circle you once counted on may no longer be in the same place. In this video, we're going to explore 6 essential support systems that can become even more reliable than family as you grow older. This isn't about cutting people out of your life. It's about understanding where true resilience comes from and making sure you're not left alone when you need help the most. Because once you build these 6 pillars into your life, you'll feel more independent, more secure, and more in control, no matter what phase of life you're in. Stick with us until the end, because what you learn here may completely transform the way you think about support. With this mindset, you'll never feel alone or unprepared again. Support, pillar number 1, your financial stability. The most loyal support in your life isn't a person. It's your financial independence. Money might not buy happiness, but it does provide peace, freedom, and a deep sense of security. As you get older, you begin to realize something important. Relying on your children for financial support isn't a solution. It's a gamble. They have their own lives, their own responsibilities, their own families to care for. No matter how much they love you, they might not always be in a position to help. Take Richard, for example. He's 72. He supported his children for years, helped them through school, gave them money when they needed it, and was always there for them. But when a sudden health issue wiped out his savings, he turned to them for help, only to realize they were buried under their own bills, mortgages, and everyday expenses, not because they didn't care, but because life is complicated. That's why your financial stability is one of the strongest forms of support you can ever build. It's not about being rich, it's about being ready and knowing you can stand on your own if life throws you a curveball. Ask yourself, do I have enough savings to cover a medical emergency? Is my retirement income truly secure? Have I minimized the financial risks that could make me vulnerable? If the answer is no, or even I'm not sure, now is the time to take action. Revisit your budget. Pay off what you can. Invest in the things that will give you long-term peace of mind, because no matter what life brings your way, your financial strength will always be one of the most dependable pillars holding you up. Support. Pillar number 2, your physical health. There are some things in life that simply can't be replaced, and your physical health is one of them. After 60, your body becomes either your biggest support or the weight that slows you down. And no matter how much money you have, once your health begins to slip away, so does your freedom. Your family may love you deeply, but no matter how much they want to help, they can't walk for you. They can't eat healthy meals on your behalf, and they definitely can't stop time from affecting your body. That's why your health is 100% your responsibility. Unfortunately, a lot of people think, I'll just live how I want for now. Someone will take care of me when the time comes. But let's be honest. Even if your family loves you dearly, they have their own lives, jobs, children, and sometimes even health problems of their own. They may not have the time, energy, or resources to care for you the way you imagine, and relying on others for your well-being can take a heavy emotional toll. Let's take a look at Carl's story. Carl is 68. He lived an active lifestyle when he was younger, but after retiring, he started to slow down. He figured, I'll get back to exercising eventually, but that eventually never came. His energy dropped. His mobility declined. Even simple tasks started to feel like a struggle. His children tried to visit when they could, but they couldn't be there every day. That's when Carl had a realization. If he wanted to stay independent, he needed to take ownership of his health. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. The good news? You don't need to live like an Olympic athlete, but small, consistent habits can change your life. Move your body every day, even if just for a few minutes. Choose foods that fuel you, not ones that drain you. Don't skip your checkups, and if you've been putting off certain warning signs, lingering pain, difficulty walking, constant fatigue, it's time to stop ignoring them. Every small choice you make for your health today is a huge gift to your future self. Because your strongest support system isn't your child, spouse, or friend. It's you, while you're still strong, mobile, and standing on your own 2 feet. The earlier you take action, the less you'll have to rely on anyone else later. If you're still watching and this section resonated with you, leave a 2 in the comments to let me know we're on this journey together. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and stay with us for the next part of this series. Support. Pillar number 3, your social circle. One of the biggest mistakes people make as they age is slowly drifting away from their social connections. And the key word here is slowly. A friend moves to another city. A loved one passes away. Someone else starts struggling with health issues, and before you know it, it feels like there's no one left to talk to, laugh with, or simply spend time with. But here's something important to remember. Loneliness, especially after 60, isn't just an emotional void, it's a serious health risk. Long-term loneliness increases the chances of illness, reduces physical activity, dulls your mental sharpness, and yes, can even shorten your life. Most people assume, my family will always be there. But real life doesn't always work out that way. Your children may love you dearly, but they also have their own lives. Their jobs, kids, and daily responsibilities take up time and energy. You're in their hearts, but that doesn't mean they can always be by your side. That's why one of the strongest pillars of support you can have is your social circle. People who check in on you, people you can laugh with, people you create memories with. These relationships aren't a luxury, they're a necessity. Take Margaret, for example. She's 73, and for many years she leaned on her family, especially her 2 sons, for emotional connection. They loved her deeply, but as time passed, they became focused on raising their own kids and handling their careers. The weekend gatherings became rare, the calls less frequent. But instead of sinking into loneliness, Margaret made a decision. She took charge of her social life. She reconnected with old friends. She joined a local community group. She started exploring hobbies that helped her meet new people. And just like that, her days were filled with laughter, meaning, and connection. She no longer waited by the phone. She built her own network, and with it, her emotional strength. Because social bonds aren't just for passing time, they're crucial to your emotional well-being. Whether it's a neighbor you wave to once a week, a book club buddy, or someone you see at your local gym. Connections outside of family strengthen you emotionally and mentally. And here's a truth that never changes. The more relationships you build now, the less lonely you'll feel later. So ask yourself this: who in your life right now brings you joy and lifts your spirit? If the answer isn't clear, it may be time to open yourself to new people and experiences. Because a strong social circle isn't just about conversation. It reminds you of your value, helps you see the good still present in your life, and proves that joy doesn't fade with age, it evolves with connection. Support. Pillar number 4. Your sense of purpose. The meaning that moves you. One of the most overlooked forms of support in life isn't another person, it's your own sense of purpose. By the time you reach 60, certain roles in life begin to shift. The things that once gave you structure and identity, being a parent, going to work, caring for others, may no longer be as central as they once were. Retirement begins. Your children grow into their own lives, and the pace of your days begins to slow down. Those busy, non-stop years, they're replaced with quiet. And unless you have a clear direction, it's easy to start feeling invisible, unneeded. even lost. But here's the truth. No matter how much your family loves you, they can't give you purpose. That's something only you can create. Having a reason to get out of bed in the morning, a passion project, a small daily goal, or even just the feeling of, today, I want to try this, keeps you connected to life. It wakes up your mind, it steadies your emotions, and it adds flavor and depth to your days. Let's talk about George, a retired engineer, 70 years old. At first, retirement felt great. He finally had time to relax. But a few months in, something shifted. He started feeling restless, like something was missing. His days passed, but they didn't feel meaningful. Sure, his kids called and visited when they could, but they had their own busy lives. So George made a change. He started volunteering at a local school, teaching kids how to build and fix things, and suddenly, his mornings had meaning again. He felt needed, useful, alive. Let's be clear, your purpose in life doesn't have to come from a job or a title. It can be anything that lights a spark inside you. Learning something new, painting or crafting, exploring new places, mentoring others, setting personal goals, anything that excites you, anything that says, I still matter. And if you've caught yourself thinking, my best days are behind me, let this be the moment you let go of that thought. Purpose doesn't fade with age. It evolves. And the more you invest in it, the less you'll depend on anyone else for happiness or motivation. Because the strongest support isn't always a hand you hold. Sometimes it's the fire inside that refuses to go out. If you're still here and something in this message resonated with you, type 4 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so we can keep bringing you more content that inspires, uplifts, and empowers. Support pillar number 5, emotional resilience, the quiet power within life. No matter your age, it never stops testing you. After 60, the challenges don't end. They simply change form. Close friends drift away, loved ones pass on, new aches show up in your body. And some days, life can feel lonelier than ever. But here's one truth you need to know. No matter how much support you get from others, the strongest support will always come from within. Your ability to adapt, manage your emotions, and find peace even in uncertain moments, that is what keeps you grounded. Many people lean on family for emotional support. They think, my kids will be there. My siblings won't let me down. But the truth is, everyone carries their own burdens. Even the people who love you deeply may not always have the time, energy, or emotional capacity to carry yours too. That's not because they don't care. It's just life, and that's exactly why building your own emotional resilience is non-negotiable. Because when outside support fades, your inner strength will keep you steady. Take Helen, for example, a 75-year-old woman who lost her husband after 40 years of marriage. At first, she leaned heavily on her kids to get through the grief. They tried to be there, but life pulled them in different directions: work, parenting, health, and eventually, Helen realized she couldn't expect others to fill the emptiness inside her, so she made a decision to go inward. She joined a support group. She started journaling her thoughts each morning, and every day, she made it a point to find just one thing she was grateful for. Those small daily actions, they quietly rebuilt her strength from the inside out. Listen, emotional resilience doesn't mean pretending to be okay. It doesn't mean bottling things up or toughing it out. It means this: acknowledging pain without letting it define you, processing emotions in healthy ways, finding your balance even when life feels off-center. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's taking a quiet walk, maybe it's simply saying, today, I just need some peace. Whatever your version is, it matters. Because learning how to comfort yourself without waiting for someone else to do it, that is one of the greatest forms of strength there is. If you've made it this far and these words resonate with you, leave a 5 in the comments to let me know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Your support helps us keep creating content that truly matters. Now, let's move into the 6th and final pillar, what might just be life's greatest guarantee. Support. Pillar number 6, your ability to adapt, life's true guarantee. After 60, there's one undeniable truth about life. Nothing stays the same. People change. The rhythm of life shifts, and the things you once leaned on, they might not feel as steady anymore. But here's the real question. Is that change wearing you down or opening new doors for you? The answer lies in one thing: your ability to adapt. You know who struggles the most with aging? People who resist change. Those who say, "This is just how I am," and shut the door to anything new. Those who hold tightly to the past and end up missing the beauty of the present. But then there's another kind of person, the one who sees change not as a threat, but a possibility. The one who chooses to look at life with fresh eyes. The one who stays flexible. No matter what comes their way, these people, they're the ones who stay strong. See, many folks believe that once they hit a certain age, they're set in their ways. But thinking like that can quietly pull you away from life. It can stop you from meeting new people, exploring new ideas, and growing in ways you never imagined. Adaptability isn't just accepting change, it's growing with it. It's choosing to keep moving forward. Let me tell you about Frank. He's 78, and for most of his life, he relied on in-person friendships to feel connected. But over the years, many of his closest friends moved away or passed on. Frank found himself feeling isolated. He thought, "I guess this is just what old age feels like." But he didn't stay stuck in that thought. Instead, he made a choice to adapt. He learned how to make video calls. He joined an online history discussion group, and through that, he made a few new friends. He didn't let change shut him down. He let it help him grow. And that's the truth, my friend. The people who thrive after 60 aren't the richest. They don't have the biggest families or the most friends. They're the ones who stay soft in spirit, open to new paths, and courageous, enough to try again when life shifts course. If one door closes, they look for another. If a relationship changes, they find new ways to connect. If something stops working, they aren't afraid to explore something new. That kind of adaptability, it's one of the greatest forms of support you'll ever have. It gives you strength, keeps your hope alive, and, most of all, it never lets you feel defeated. When you stop fearing change and start welcoming it, you'll feel more free, more alive, and more powerful than ever. If this message resonates with you, leave a 6 in the comments so I know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that button, turn on notifications, because this journey is one we're taking together. Final thoughts. Real strength begins when you rely on yourself, not others, turning 60 and beyond. Life begins to offer you its deepest lessons. And at the same time, it asks one simple, powerful question. Where does your true support come from? Of course, your family will always hold a sacred place in your heart, but over time, you begin to understand this truth. The most reliable support system isn't found out there. It's something you build within. Your financial strength gives you the freedom to stand on your own. Your physical health is the foundation of your independence. Your social circle reminds you that you belong, not that you're alone. Your sense of purpose gives each day meaning. No matter your age, your emotional resilience helps you rebuild instead of break. Your ability to adapt keeps you in harmony with the changing times. When you put these 6 pillars firmly in place, your world changes. You no longer wait for someone to come rescue you. You don't feel helpless or lost during hard times, because now You know that real strength isn't found in holding someone's hand. It's in being able to stand tall on your own when you have to. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for spending this time with us today. Leave us a comment below. Just one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your experience matters, and your voice helps this community grow. If this video touched you in any way, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. We'll see you in the next video. And please remember, true strength doesn't begin when you lean on others. It begins the moment you learn to lean on yourself.